Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of year again. Halloween is just around the corner, and I thought it was important for me to put out a list of visual pinball recommendations for 2025, very similar to what we did in 2024 as a family. I may make multiple of these, but this will definitely be my first recommendation for Halloween tables 2025 to get you in the mood. So here it is, the Halloween 2025 visual pinball table recommendation list.
Looks like a real nice crowd we have out here tonight.
Alright, so we're going to start with Addams Family this year as a recommendation by Ryan Schultz on the last video. We completely spaced on this one in the 2024 video. As many of you know, the Addams Family is not one of my favorite tables, so it's not top of mind. Some people love it and some people hate it, and I am one of those people that is in the latter category. I don't hate it. I think it's fine. But I mean, I have a colleague at work and he destroys this table in real life, and there's pictures of him on his Facebook with him standing beside the machine in astronomical scores. And as you guys know, my average Showtime multi-ball length is probably 5 to 10 seconds. I don't know why. I just have bad luck with this table. I don't really get the layout. I never really put a lot of time into it. But Addams Family is beautiful. And I will say that G5K, slider point and third axis obviously did this table right. It is beautiful, and the most recent versions with the updates by the VPW guys makes it a fantastic piece of art. So I'm recommending the Addams Family Bally 1992 as my first Halloween 2025 table. So for my next recommendation for Halloween 2025, I am recommending the upgraded version of the Walking Dead LE Premium 4K Stern 2014 table by Flupper and Team. And if you look at the credits of this table, there's a vast variety of very talented people: Robbie Kingpin, Rothbauer, Hi-Res 00, Clark Kent, Carney Priest, Dardog. There's many people that contributed to this table and made it the amazing piece of art that it is. It is also, in my opinion, has the greatest lighting effects of any table in VPX to date. It is very red, somewhat seizure-inducing, but very, very beautiful. It is another one of these tables where a lot of the return flows seem to go right between the flippers and into the drain. I don't know if the flippers are actually wider apart on this table, or it just feels that way when you're playing it. So have some patience, but it is a very tough table, and it is very appropriate for Halloween 2025. Check it out.
Now look what you've done.
And although it was already mentioned in the 2024 video, I think it's appropriate that everyone checks out the long-awaited VPW version of the Scared Stiff table that was also released this year. They did a fantastic job of it. Elvira is my girl, and she is Halloween, so you gotta check this one out. This table plays frighteningly very realistic to real life, and the spinning spider is awesome. Wow, what can I say? Cassandra Peterson is the best. It's Halloween. Enjoy some Elvira.
Wow, you're pretty good at this.
So next for 2025, we have Horrorberg by JP Salas. So JP was working on this table simultaneously while we were working on Sands of the Atom together. Horrorberg is basically a neighborhood where all of the popular villains from all the horror movies have come to live, and your goal is to capture all of these villains. And the table is based on the Jurassic Park Home Pin edition. It's very cartoony on purpose because he didn't want the table to be so scary that kids couldn't play it. And it actually really works where kids can play a horror table that contains Freddy and Pinhead and all these kind of horrific characters, but not be so frightening that they wouldn't be able to sleep at night and not have nightmares. So Big ups to JP Salas, and Horrorberg is on the list for 2025 Halloween. I'm also going to recommend another JP table which was released this year. I think, was it this year? Or recently, which is Ted Zale's Vampire, a super rare Bally table. I think there was only 700 or 800 of these produced. It's a challenging table based on a vampire thing, and I think the pamphlet itself said basically this table will make more money than a horror movie or something like this. It was pretty amazing, but it's super rare. Check out Vampire for Halloween 2025. My next recommendation for Halloween 2025 is Cenobite by Uncle Willie. My wife and I played this table actually quite a bit in 2023. My wife was a big fan of the Hellraiser books and the Cenobite lore. And this table is actually a reskin of JP's Deadpool, so it maintains that really like good flowing George Gomez playfield, as well as it has some surprising features in it, such as these crazy crickets that come out and disrupt the ball. It's fun, so check it out. So I also find myself obligated to promote Nosferatu 1922 at this time of the year, and I also wanted to take the time to showcase this amazing flyer made by Tilt Sensor with the 3D virtual cabinet of Nosferatu in it. It looks really, really badass, and I appreciate it. I also wanted to say, if you're going to get into Nosferatu, I strongly recommend that you check out the tutorial vids first so that you know what you're shooting for. And I also want to warn everybody, as the author and a player of this game, that it is very hard, and I literally smashed the keyboard drawer off of my office desk with my fist trying to complete the player scorecard. And while recently playing this, was compelled to smash my keyboard into a million pieces. So just to warn you, it is a very frustrating game, but it can be very rewarding when you're winning. So last but definitely not least, I am recommending The Exorcist by Joe Picasso this year for 2025 Halloween visual pinball tables to play and get in the mood. This table is nicely laid out. It has some great graphics, very dark, satanic theme which matches the movie, but may not match everyone's political or religious beliefs. Definitely not for children. This table is rated R. There is swearing and other inappropriate imagery for younger children. But for adults that want to have fun and a scary experience, this table is very nicely laid out. It has some very cool toys on it. I love the head spinning spinner. That's actually one of my favorite toys in all of pinball. And I love the girl going through the exorcism in the bed, and the moving hands and the other things are quite amazing. But it is a scary good time, and I am recommending it for Halloween 2025, The Exorcist by Joe Picasso. And I hope you have a wonderful Halloween. It's only a few weeks away. Enjoy. Cheers, DT out.